Hello, it's me again. I've just had the ongoing council tax debate. I've just had an enforcement letter from Bairstow Eaves. There it is. I'm not going to show you the address, but it's the usual bumf that they send out. Enforcement warning visit. Council tax. Do not ignore this letter. Act now. And this is the intriguing bit. This next paragraph. It says, an enforcement agent has again tendered your property today to take control of your goods. As this debt still remains outstanding, your goods are bound. You cannot remove, sell or otherwise dispose of them. Further visits can be made to your property. These visits can be made without warning between 6 and 9 o'clock, 7 days a week, in order to remove your goods for sale at public auction. Well, let me tell you something now. Their codes of conduct actually tells you that they have to make a peaceful entry into your house, i.e. through an open and unlocked door, or where you're letting them in, and they have to do a levy of goods. They cannot just say to you, all your goods are bound, because they don't know what you've got. You could live in an empty house, everything could be rented. So don't take any of their bollocks, don't take any of their rubbish. They cannot bound your goods without first doing a levy, seeing what you've got. Yeah? That's the first thing. Also, there's a thing called statute barred. If a debt is over 6 years old, it's statute barred, which means that it's not enforceable. They can ask you for it, but they cannot enforce the debt, which wipes some of that clean anyway. They're not going to get it because they're not sending me the information I want, i.e. the judge proceeding over this case. Well, there won't be one because it'll never go to a court. No judge will ever put his name to council tax. I want to see the law that says I have to pay it. The 1992 Council Tax Act doesn't say that. It says the council have a right to collect it. And I also want to see a percentage breakdown of where all my council tax is going, which they haven't sent. Till I get any of these and I'm satisfied, nothing will be paid. Never ever worry about these letters, the threatening letters. These guys get paid for the first 3 visits, £75 for the first one, and £235 for the second one. Sales on disposal stage, extra £110. Well, they can't sell or dispose if they can't get in. They cannot use a locksmith. The only way they can do that is if they've already been in and levied the goods. If you don't let them in, there's no way they can break and get a court, because to do that they'd have to go to a proper court, and a proper court will not deal with council tax. So just remember that. Also on the same tune, I got asked about, I was on the beach with my dog, I got asked by a warden not to let my dog foul on the beach because the council owned the beach. Well, that's a load of rubbish. The council don't own any property, do not own the beach. They asked me for my name. You're not obliged to give anybody your name. I've had letters from TV licensing saying to the legal occupier, we're going to take you to court. Well, who's the legal occupier? How can you take the legal occupier to court? You need a name. They do this because they cannot be bothered. They've got all this technology, but they cannot be bothered to find out your name. Data protection stops it. So they do this in order for you to ring up, complain, and the first thing they say to you is, what's your case number and what's your name? As soon as you give your name, you've created what's called illegally a joinder, which means you've associated yourself with that debt. You don't give a name, yeah, they can't associate you with the debt. You're legally not entitled to give anybody your name. Only if a policeman has arrested you do you give them your name. These TV licensing people turn up, they're basically salesmen, and what they're trying to do is sell you a TV license. They have 28 or something a week to sell to reach the targets. So they're not bothered. They want to sell you a license. Yeah, that's all they do, because they've got them on them. They've got the payment schemes on them. They're salespeople. That's what you've got to remember. You've also got to remember it's illegal now to cold call. And what these people don't like is to be filmed. So if one comes to your door, film them. 9 times out of 10 they'll walk away. They give you the old you don't have to say anything riot act under the guise of pace. Only a warranted police officer can actually read you that. So if they do that to you and they say, "Do you understand?" at the end, always say no, because then they don't like that, because they're not entitled. The salespeople. You wouldn't go into Curry's to buy something. They say to you, "Well, let me just read you this arrest thing." They have no powers of arrest. They are salespeople. Okay, so anything you're worried about, don't worry about a thing. Don't answer the door to them. If you do happen to turn up and they're there, or you're expecting a delivery and you open the door and it's them, film them, video them. They have to behave. You're legally allowed to do it. I was told once, videoing someone is data protection. Well, your face doesn't include any data. Data is numbers and figures. You know, there's no data in your face, and you are legally allowed to film anywhere outdoors, in your own property. It's only private property that filming is restricted. So never be, "Well, you're not allowed to film me." Sorry, but you're filming me, because they all carry body cams. So once you start filming, they have to stick to their codes of practice. Look it up on the internet, bailiff's codes of practice. Look it up, enforcement agents in inverted commas, for the BBC licensing people. It's only the BBC that you're paying for. And lose the fear, and remember, there's always people here to help you. It's taken me years to learn all this and to lose the fear myself, but letters like this keep coming. I just keep throwing them in the bin, and as long as I'm not letting them in, there's nothing they can do. They don't even know my name, so they can't even put an arrest warrant out for me, which they can't do anyway because they're debt collectors. And anyway, I'm starting to waffle now. I want to get that off my chest. Lose the fear, be safe, and remember, there's always someone here to help you. Bye.